Hi everybody, welcome back to Mage Renaissance, episode 47 with me, Sid. Last episode really didn't get a huge amount done, mainly mining. Since then I have done a little bit more mining, and I have processed all of the goodies. Let me just whiz past down here, make sure we don't get intercepted by anything unpleasant. And I'm now just charging up the batteries with Ember. But we got a reasonable amount of stuff here, so we are going to take that. We'll replace it with that, just for the time being. Yeah, I've because I went mining, I got lots of coal. So because I got lots of coal, I restocked the thingy, and it has been making thingy for us all along, so that's good. Let's run down here and let's sleep quickly, actually, because you know what'll happen. There'll be a troll or something, big explosions going off outside. That's how it always goes, isn't it? The blood altar is full, so if we were to come in here, my life network is absolutely full of life, and the blood altar itself is also full of blood, which means good stuff. Now, if you're wondering what these are, I recently did a little tour of the area. So every time, let's see if we can find one. There's usually one or two hiding around somewhere. Oh, there's another one has actually died. Let me go and grab that. So yeah, they've got to be. They're normally everywhere. Yeah, like this fella here. Every time one of these guys dies, I'm not going to bother picking up those bits and pieces. They leave a tomb, a grave behind them. Oh, let's go and get this guy though. Ow. Don't hit me. And so I just kind of did a little run around the area. Oh. What are you doing not burning up, huh? Oh, that's what. Yeah, I did a little run around the area and collected all of the villager graves that I could find. Now, to be fair, I'm kind of responsible for one or two of them, because the villagers just got where they shouldn't have been, and I had to sort them out because they were getting out of hand. But for the most part, it's not been me. For the most part, this has been the local undead population causing this kind of grief. Running around chasing them at night. The zombies do like to chase them, a bit like dogs and cars. And yeah, so consequently I've got all of these, and there's a lot of them. But I think I can probably come up with a use for them at some point. So, oops, hello. So I kept them. And what we shall do is we'll put these in here with my thing. So these were all slain by zombies. Oh, that was me. My bad. Sorry, that was a zombie. That was a falling one. That was a zombie. Angry zombie. Zombie. Burnt to a crisp while fighting a zombie. Okay. Slain by a zombie. Zombie horse, zombie, and zombie. So I only killed one, so I'm not that, I actually don't feel too bad about this now. Anyway, last episode we talked about the feasibility. I put these in as well, so this is all good. But we talked about the feasibility of building a storage room, because this really has kind of served its purpose now, and we need to make something that looks nicer. Has got more grand entrance, more storage options, and just stuff really. And there's a few things like some things we've got lots of. We tend to get lots of flesh, we tend to get lots of bones and stuff like that, so they could probably go in a barrel. Certainly we get lots of some of these, so they could be going into a barrel. I've got a load more diamonds now, which is nice. Certain blocks we seem to get a lot of, so again, barrel. And like all the diorite and stuff and glass. This stuff probably needs to be stored over in the Thorncraft area and take out all the crap from there. And then, yeah, you've got obviously the crops and the miscellaneous stuff that's going on around here as well. I want to get some more of these. And if I remember rightly, the recipe for that is relatively cheap. But you can use these to make a skeleton spawner. And better still, if you use it with wither skelly heads, which I haven't got many of at the moment, you can make those, and those can be used to make a wither spawner. I'm kind of inclined not to. So what do I want to use? Well, I'm thinking my main storage device should be these golden crates, because they're pretty big. They can be upgraded relatively easily, and obviously they don't require space to open. They're also relatively cheap. So what we are going to do is we're going to take this for starters, and we're going to pop it down. Have you got much in here? You have. Maybe we should empty that out and pop you into there. For now, just get you out of the way. Again, we've got a whole load more stuff here that needs putting away, and we can stick you in there quite happily, and yada yada. All of this will put away nicely. In fact, that one will upgrade, won't it? Let me have a look. So if we go and have a look at Yabba, gold tier upgrade is gold around a blank barrel upgrade. Okay, I think we can manage some blank barrel upgrades. We haven't got a huge amount, but the blank barrel upgrades themselves are just iron bars, slabs, and a chest. Chest. Slabbies. Some of those. Have I got any more slabbies? I'll take that. That'll do. And some iron bars if I've got any anywhere. Oh, hang on. I know where they'd be if there are any there. So that's relatively straightforward. Recipe. Oh, we need to make another set of those first, and then we can make those. Bang. And we need a gold upgrade. So let me grab a bit of gold, and we'll do one of those. And you can go on there. Barrel upgrade. Why you no work? Intriguing. Because that's not a barrel, is it? That's right. Alright, ignore me, I'm an idiot. I know I'm an idiot, but that's fine. So that's different to those barrels. These are different barrels. Yeah, these are barrels that we're going to use for storing bulk things and yada yada. Let me just sort myself out a little bit, and I should be back once I'm ready to do the next bit. Alright, so armed with that, we're going to take you, and we're going to take all of these out. The paint for this is we're going to end up with a little bit of the whatever the contents are, because that's just the nature of the beast of these, so I'm kind of stuck with that. Let's take those. All of these I'm going to just put temporarily outside here. And well, oops, not that. Let me get rid of you, in fact. there and there. Any more? For any more? Yeah, one more. There. And then we can just put everything back into these that we inadvertently picked up when we broke them out. First bits out. The bits that are going to be more complicated are obviously all of these. So we need to decide what we're going to do with regards to bulk storage. I think we can definitely do bulk storage of redstone. I'll probably break it back down out of block. We can probably do coal. We can do that. So we take 1, 2, 3 of those for now. Let's just do that. And 2, 3. Take all the redstone out of there. We're going to put you into there, and then we are going to break these down. And if we need to upgrade, we can do. Because I've got inadvertently a gold upgrade, which, you know, always handy. And yeah, shouldn't take too much effort. Then we'll probably do, like I said, coal, because we tend to get quite a bit of that. No, give me that back. And break those down. That's a whole bunch of coal. We're probably going to end up doing some metals as well. We can obviously do quite a few of these items. Quite a few of these blocks as well. So let me get a few more barrels put together. In fact, I think I may do 5, seeing as that's how many I have. Like a so. And then I'm going to start pulling some of these out and putting them away. So again, get some of this done. Back in a sec. All right, I've got some of the bulk items put away. There's still an awful lot. We've got snow and stone and this rammed earth, whole load of stuff in here. There's a lot of miscellaneous crap basically, and miscellaneous good stuff as well, which probably doesn't really deserve its own entire barrel, because, you know, I don't expect to have that much glowstone, for example. And glowstone we can always convert to a block, and of course we can always break it with a thingy to get it back. So yeah, we can always go to the end, of course. No, it's not the end, the nether. Get the right place. An awful lot of miscellaneous crap, to be honest. We have got this stuff. That's probably something that maybe wants a barrel. This is all miscellaneous stuff. Now, I did want to just try one thing out. I need to go and grab some timber. Thank you. Right, let me take you. So this thing here, there is something called, well, there's several things in there. Things are barrel upgrades, hopper upgrades, voiding upgrade, diamond tier, iron, obsidian, infinity barrel, infinite capacity, I should say, not an infinity barrel. That will be over things, collect pickups, stone output. Now there was this thing, a compound barrel, which caught my interest. So that is chiseled stone. We can take a piece of stone. We can take a bunch of those. Let's make a few chests. And I think it was it that way round? If it's not, then it's the other. No, compound barrel. What does a compound barrel actually do? No. Need to try and put something in it. What do you do? No. Don't understand. What is the purpose of a compound barrel? I have absolutely no idea. Long and short. So that was that. But that was one aspect of it, and then there was. We also need to get the barrel hammer and the. I'm not worried about the barrel connector. Not worried about the decorative blocks, but we do need a barrel painter, which is a couple of wool thing and a couple of iron. I know I've not got any iron here. Iron is out here now in that. So we need you, we need a couple of wool, and we can go and take that with that and that to get the barrel painter. This thing is brilliant because it basically, you can sit there and we can pick what we want it to look like. And it's got a goodly range of items. It's probably not all of the modded items because, you know, it's kind of limited to what it can see and use. There's a lot of liquids. However, for me, the machine, whatever that's from, shulker boxes, yada yada. And what we could go with, for example, is so say we wanted it to blend into stone, we could go with that. And that is about all you can do with the painter. It changes the colour. We also are going to need a barrel hammer. A barrel hammer is 2 more iron, 2 more wool, and another thingy. We're going to need more of these anyway. Boop. And the barrel hammer will allow us to, if we can get this, we can pick what we want it to be. So we can go crate, block with window, block bordered with window, a slab. So we can go like that and it will jut back in the wall. We can take it to a cover and we can go right back with it and it will jut back into the wall. Or we can just do a block and it will just look like a block with those items on it. So pretty cool, pretty cool. This is only a small amount of the storage though, so that wasn't scary at all, honest. We do need, there's maybe a stack of gold. Let's go with a stack for now, and let's go with a stack of wood. And I think, if I remember rightly, and I may be wrong, won't be the first time, certainly won't be the last time. That makes me the golden crates. Now, just to make the space in here, we need to basically shift everything out. Oh, I've got another golden crate, haven't I, there? What's in that? Nothing. Okay, don't know why that one's not stacking. Doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do now is I'm basically going to empty all of these, which I'm not going to empty, I'm going to break. And then I'm going to start transferring the contents of the stuff into these for sorting later. Because, you know, that's the quick way of doing it. And it's going to take me a hot minute. So I will get that done. And again, I shall be back in a mo. Voila. One empty hobo hole. It took us long enough to move out the damn thing. But yeah, we're out. So we need to decide what we're going to do for the interior. And first things first, we are going to need to, well, we're going to need to fill this water source in, for one. And I'm going to decide to need, what do I want to do for a doorway? Now I'd like to have quite a grand doorway, something with a little bit more to it than what we've got here. There's a probably go sleep, because if there's a travelling merchant around the area, he's going to be bringing friends. In fact, you can see them on the map moving around. I fully expect to start hearing a, yeah, I suspect he just died, and there is another, there is, there's also that going on. I am not going to play with that, with those two fellas down there. I mean, at least they're bog standard creeps, but you, sir, you think you're so tough. Yeah, and what we have was killed by a zombie. Oh, creeper heart. Have that. And you are very lucky, sir. And yeah, that's how we end up with so many of those things around the area. So, oh, I'm thinking, how is there a zombie in there? Of course, there's a zombie in there because he died. Oh, that needs to go away. He died when we were there. Anyway, yeah, let's get back to this. Let's get this and take it back to this good old cobble. And if I wanted to make my wall, I don't know, say I wanted it to be kind of like that shape. Maybe all the way. And we will tidy this up a little bit more. This is not going to be the final building plan. And that comes out there, and obviously we'll have a gateway. This tunnel will come off that way. Now, looks crap. Not to put too fine a point on it. It looks poo. In fact, I'm far more tempted, in fact, to try this. Thinking about it, let me go and grab you and do no. And then do something fancy with chisels and bits, perhaps. We should have a chisel bag. We should have a chisel, and we should have some of this going on. We can come in here and we can start off with maybe a little bit of that in cracked. And we'll take you into as cracked, and maybe one of them as cracked, and maybe even that as cracked. Just to give it a bit of variety. For the time being, we shall place that there. I think one of these has actually got... This, of course, is going to be the problem now, is I've got to find where I put everything. Which is going to be easier said than done. One of these has got... Yeah, there you go. Has got this stuff in. I'll just pop you back in there for now. Right, how do I want to do this? Let me have a... First things first, let's have a look at what is currently clogging up our thing. You can go away. Black stained glass. Black stained glass. What the hell did I use black stained glass for? Can go. Just get myself a little bit more wiggle room. We'll get rid of that. We're going to have more of this coming out anyway, and we'll get rid of that as well, even though it's... maybe even that. And that. So that should just be glowstone in there. Right, let us go and start off with this, and we'll take a slice through there. Well, I don't need to actually go all the way through, do we? That will do us. And we'll take one of those, and we shall slice that up, and we can place you in there. It just gives that a little bit more shape. And then what I'm thinking is we'll do maybe that and that. Now we're going to need more. No, I don't like that actually. I think I prefer that being like that. And then if we take connected material, we can come out one. Again, more of this. Take you out like that, and then a bit like that, and a bit like that, and a bit like that. Just to give the impression of this being kind of an oh, okay. Bloody hell, we'll get there eventually. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. And then we want one more cracked. One should be enough. And again, we'll grab that back and we'll take you and do the same. As a start, not quite the thoughts that what I had in mind when I originally started doing this, but I've never let that bother me before. What I'm thinking then is we take a single bit and we come from, let's get this, from here we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 7, 8. So if I take you and you and you and you out, and then we'll take that as a line straight up. 1, oops, undo, 2, 3, and 4. Obviously, that's not a huge amount going on, but we can also then go and change that to connected material. Well, actually, no, let's try doing this a little bit more sensibly. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go there. We'll just chisel up like that. It might be easier if we actually get up close to it. Let me just do that. And I know I can fly, but it's just easier to stand sometimes. 2, 3, there, go to that point. So basically I'm putting a keystone into this. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll, like that. I think that will work. No, undo, undo. Doesn't really matter about that one, but now is that right? Really, it's very difficult to tell. Looks okay. Let's go for connected material and jump back a little bit. Right. Have I got some polished andesite? I have. Well, we'll just come over to this for now. And then we can take said polished andesite and then do that. And similarly, we can hop up and extend that up a little bit, and also out that way and that way. I think that will do. Let's have a look. Apart from the line up at the top, that's not too bad. Alright, so then it's a matter of extending in and getting a room built. So let me tackle that, and I shall be back in a second. That doesn't go in there. Right, so I have got my my space. I have started recording, without realizing that I hadn't recorded. But we've got 5x5s, going to have vaulted ceilings, and I've started working over here on what I'm aiming for. So this should give you a rough idea of the feeling of the place. It's quite large, and that is deliberate. Obviously what I want this to be is I want it to feel like a big vaulted cellar, and to do that we are going to have to basically, let me make sure I'm in the right place here, there, go with some basic structures, and then at each point here. Now this is a bit of an odd one because we're going to go slightly different in the vaulting, but let me just do that and that, bit of that, maybe that. So it's starting to get a feel for the structure here, and we'll worry about this side in a moment, and then we'll have us maybe a bit of that going on there, one of those here and here and there, maybe even round in these corners. I'm thinking we can get the vaulting a little bit higher. Let's just see how this works, shall we? And again, I'm not going to go mad with chisels and bits for this bit. You can, as you know, and I can. I can lose control of the plot, if you like. I may slab a few bits. That's the only possible thing in the middle there. Oh, let me just take these out. In fact, let's do that, and then take out all of this. And maybe even, oh, I can fly. I don't know why I'm jumping around like in the gym. And yeah, do a bit of this. I'm tempted to go higher, to go up and do, not to the point, but maybe this as well. And there. So repeat that in the 6 cells we've got, plus work out the middle bit, and we will have something that looks a little bit like this. So yeah, we just repeated that. I've done a fairly basic arching in the middle here. We still need to obviously do the entrance hall, but that's fine. Now what I do need to do is get rid of all of this chiseled stuff briefly, because this needs to all be put away while we get the next phase of our work here done, which will include, oh, is it chucking it down? Okay, still got a little bit of that left. Let me go down here and just grab these bits. So the back walls of this, I can't use cobble, I have to use smooth stone. And there's a reason for that, which is, so I've just tied it up a little bit, and if I can pop you, grab that, pop you away, find the slate. I want slate now, more slate than that. In one of these, that's basalt. Actually, what can I do with you? Nothing, just chisel it. Slate, 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 slate. That might actually qualify for its own barrel, you know. Slate roof, slate. Let me get away from... In fact, if it's night time, let me just go and sleep and get rid of this rain so we can hear what the hell we're talking about. There we go. Whee! Now the other thing we need is smooth stone or brick. I'm going to take you, that little bit of mossy. I'll take stone, that's andesite, that's cobble. If I were smooth stone, where would I be? Here, perhaps. Oh, I know where there's some. There. Right. So, first things first, I'm going to need a little bit of cobble, but we'll have some. The floor is going to be slabbed, so we don't have to have this as brightly lit as we need, leading up to here, which will be steps. And I would like to do that in, I don't know whether it's, nope, they're nothing to do with this, okay. I want to make, I think it's these we use to make brick, yes. So we do that, followed by that. That gives us the brick, and we are going to need a crafting table as well. So let me just do that, and we're going to drag you over and get that kind of thing going on. And we'll use you as a dumping ground. So we'll have the stairs will come. Well, I probably should make stairs while I'm at it. That would make life easier, wouldn't it? If I go and do that. Come on. And then that. And then make probably more. Well, I'll tell you what. I should be able to. No? Will you give me that option? Well, screw you then. That probably be enough to start off with. Let's go down here and nice dark floor. After all, it is supposed to be dungeony, isn't it? A little more. Well, quite a lot more actually, but you know what? Bang. Bang. Because we're going to need more anyway. So this is going to go to there. Come all the way down to this level here. And then we're going to come out this way. I'm going to have to extend these pillar bases down a little bit, but that I can live with. And that is going to come across and be like that. So that's going to be our floor. Let me get that in and we'll have a look at the back walls. Alright, almost done. That side is done other than lighting. Obviously very dark right now, and it's not been, I've not chiseled the stones to give them any variety yet. This side we're just whacking in the walls. Lighting wise, I'm going to keep it minimal but not so dark that it makes the recording hard to see, because one of the problems, of course, from the recording side of things is if I make it too atmospheric on my side, you'll probably not be able to see anything. Same kind of problem you get in the nether, really. The nether is often too dark, even with your brightness turned up once you've recorded it. So, almost there. Please don't. Nope. Got 17 left. Have I? Is that enough? I don't know. I've still got smooth stone. It's not a problem. Because it's not enough. Right. Grab a little bit of smooth, and we shall be good. Whoop. And yeah, we'll get this done here. And then I will just randomize the blocks a little. Like that. I'll get those done. I'm going to stick some lighting in and I shall be right back. Alright, one last touch. And then we are more, well, apart from doing the entry hallway, we are more or less ready to do. I also need to do something with this farm because it's producing mana constant, well, far more mana than we need. Although having said that, obviously we're not on a server now, so that's not the case. We'd have to AFK. So yeah, that's kind of a swings and roundabouts thing. We still need to work on that and get that up to the full efficiency. So we need another 2 crops, and then we need to rotate them, which there are some techniques which I've a few people have suggested a few ideas, and from those ideas we have things. So let's just add a little tiny bit of cobweb in the odd little spot there, and a little bit more would have probably been better, but yeah, we'll do that, I think. And then we should be able to, if I can just run around and pick up these last few floating blocks so they don't spoil the screenshot, get a shot of the room. Next thing, move everything back in, but I'll probably do that next episode, and also start to think about a few bits and pieces, because obviously we need to get crafting into this as well, and all sorts of fun and games. So yeah, that's a thing to consider. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.